Hello, everybody. Welcome to the International Real Estate Weekly Call. Today, we have a very nice topic, which is Italy. But what is this call about? And why do we do it? My name is Nathaly with Unicorn Properties. I am based in Chicago and cover the Mexico market. But since our company is very global, we are showcasing different countries around the world. Today is going to be, as I mentioned, Italy, and I'm really excited to have the team from Italy here, which we'll be presenting shortly after this introduction. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. This is my QR code. Take you straight to my Instagram so you can follow everything, and also the recording for this call will be there. A little bit about us. We're Unicorn Properties with 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗃. We're an international real estate group. We love connecting realtors and educating different people, not only people, buyers, investors in the market in different countries. These are the countries we're in. We're 24 countries with 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗃. And with this, we're going to be showcasing each and every single one of them. Right now, I think we're in our 4th country. So a few more to go. A little bit about us. We're in every single state of the US, and currently we have about 90,000 agents worldwide. As I mentioned, we're in 24 countries, and these are the countries in the list. So in case you have anybody that is there or would like to participate within the 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗃 network to showcase their country, please let me know, and we can get them up and running in the calendar. So why we do this? Because a lot of the international real estate space it's not only about the home, it's not only about investment in real estate, it's everything around it. It's like financing. How do you buy? Do you need to be a citizen? Can you be a resident? Do you need citizenship to invest there? Or how does it work? So all these nuances, usually we ask our realtors locally in the market to know and get more information about that. Usually clients don't buy just real estate. They also will need any of these services around it to make sure that they can make a good informed decision. And that's why we connect directly with the realtors locally to make sure we understand, or they have the network that can provide this to the clients, so it's easier to refer. Why is this important? If you're a realtor, if you're an agent, not only in the US, in Canada, in any other country, the reason that you might want to hear this information is because you can make money out of referrals. And I don't know if you knew, but 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗃 has our referral portal, which is pretty good. And you can send referrals all across the world. And you can do this split. It can be 10/80, 10/90, or 20/80. But then this will be decided by 2 agents. And you can just make extra money by sending this referral to the other side of the world. That's why we mentioned this, and it's super important for us, for agents to keep in mind, because the more educated we are about the markets, the more we can refer. I have a couple variations of how we work with agents. Sometimes we have the remote agents that are us, like we talk about the country, we can recommend the country, but we don't live there. So the showing agents are the ones that live there, understand the market, are connected to the community, understand what's happening infrastructure-wise, politics, what's happening every day. When we're remote agents, we can just talk about it, but we cannot close a sale. So we work together, but it's easier to have somebody on the ground all the time that lives there and understands the market very well. And that's the reason we're doing this call, so we can get to know each other, network, and not only if you are in this call, but also afterwards, you can contact them. We'll have all the information for every single person who participated in this call in the description in the recording. This will be in YouTube. Last week, we did Puerto Rico. We finished 2 sessions with Puerto Rico. This week, we're doing Italy. And then the next couple sessions will be in Dubai and India. So stay tuned. You can scan this QR code if you like to save this in your calendar. So it's repeated every single week, every day, every Tuesday at the same time, wherever you are in the world. So you suggest based on your time zone. Why this is important? Because the more you know about the country, the better. So this is recorded, and this is the QR code for where you will find the recording later on in YouTube. And also, we are in Workplace. So if you're in the 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗃 network, please join the Workplace group, and then you can get all the notifications and anything that is coming up, all the events, everything's going to be posted there. And with that, I'm going to leave it up to Denis. And Denis will be presenting today about Italy and everything that has to do with this beautiful country. So let me stop sharing, and we'll go back to you.
Okay, thank you so much for this invitation. I'm very glad to be here. And even with all my guys that are in Italy, And I have the pleasure to introduce the base of that is in Italy when someone wants to buy. So that's I will represent what's normally happening in Italy, especially for foreign countries. So what they buy, where they buy, and so on, what they are looking for normally. So this will help absolutely all our colleagues in the world, agents that they want to suggest Italy like a destination market. And because Italy, that's how we will discover today just a little piece, because then next week we'll go deep in the properties and opportunities. Today we talk about theory, as you said, and we have more than 8,000 kilometers that of coast. So that's it's amazing area, seafront, on the mountains, or everywhere. So that's opportunities for everybody. Just just to know which is your really why to invest in Italy. We will try together with you and with your questions today and with my colleagues to answer why to invest in Italy. Italy is a location absolutely normally for foreign buyers for vacation. We will see then how many they buy for vacation, how many for investments, normally their request. What I can tell you that 25% of the buyers, foreign buyers in Italy, they come from US. And so I hope after this event, this meeting today, and this webinar, that to create a better channel between US and North America and Italy, because really 25%, it's absolutely interesting. And we have opportunities for all that kind of investors. So that's for residential, for luxury, for commercial, and so on. So basically, who invest in Italy from foreign countries, almost 50%, they're looking for a flat. So they look for a base to have in Italy, to invest not so much money, then we will see how much. And then for villas. Villas normally are in the area that are in a tourist area. So in the islands or sea view. So normally they buy villas in that areas. The rest is could be semi-detached villa, so classical house, or commercial, small villas, and so on. That could be more in the countryside, and because it's in Italy, we don't have only the wonderful countryside of Tuscany, but even in Veneto, in Friuli, in other areas of central of Italy. So that's but the main point is and apartments in Italy you can buy for cheap price or very expensive. So it depends the cities and so on. Normally, which is the investment? 20%, more than 20% is around 100, 200,000 euros. Okay, it's typical. What they can do normally from investor from US, they ask what they can do with the $100,000. Okay, what you can do depends what you want to do. So where do you want to live? You wish to spend the holidays on the time in Italy. So as you see here, basically the 40% of the investors and 50% of the investors are up to €500,000 euros of investment. The rest are more, and normally they buy in the areas very, very expensive that are from some islands or some flats in Milan, some cities that are very expensive like Rome, or in Venice, like here we have Armando and Thomas. So anyway, you can find some good opportunities with 100 to 200,000. Just Italy is very well connected. by 40 minutes from Milan. Okay, just thinking that 20 minutes from Milan is Como Lake. So that's I understand how close everything is here. You don't need to take a flight, basically, and everything is very close and absolutely interesting. So if you go just a little bit far away from some expensive area, you can find something nice and living anyway in an area that is very interesting. So what the clients that when they want to invest in Italy, or anyway they have the wish to buy something in Italy, we have a statistic that if they are clear ideas or not. The good thing, my opinion, that almost 50% they don't have clear ideas what they want to do. So it's perfect for us. So that's here our agents are perfect to suggest what to do, because normally the typical question is, okay, you want to invest in Italy, you want to spend your time in Italy, which are your passions, your hobbies and everything, why you want to invest, what you want to do, and after that we can decide. I can suggest you what exactly you need and where you need, because sometimes maybe someone said, okay, I just need a flat that I want just to rent out then, and so I stay 1 month, 2 months per year in Italy. I want to learn a language, for example, and so all of this information are very important at the beginning when we talk with the clients to understand how to serve them better. This is typical, normally a good agent has to do. So almost 50% they buy because they want to spend holidays in Italy. So normally they come, they open the flat or the villa, and then they close when they back home. Others, 23%, they buy something because they need for job, or that is very important, is post-retirement relocation. I know that in US there are groups that work with 55 plus in terms of age of clients. So Italy is perfect for that, because I will tell you then why, especially for this kind of people, because we have special flat tax for retirement people that want to transfer their residence, the fiscal residence in Italy, and 10% are for investment. So absolutely is interesting the first here line about holidays, because if someone wants to spend some holidays, then we can help them to rent these apartments or villas after they spend the holidays, because Italy you can live all the year, and so that is nice, because you can come here even in a location that is maybe perfect for summer, but even in middle season, so even the winter, maybe you can attract people that like to play golf, for example, or they like to visit museums, because anyway all these locations are close to some interesting touristic and attracting places. So when we talk about the reasons why to buy, invest, anyway to satisfy your wish or your dreams, we started to find what are the main points and main interesting cities or reasons. So first of all, in Italy we have sea, mountains, lakes, cities, countryside. Everything is so close, and the thing that normally 30 minutes by car, you change totally scenario everywhere. You can be in Rome, 30 minutes outside of Rome, you have totally another panorama. I think in areas of north, in Veneto, in Lombardia, where is Milan, 20 minutes from Milan, you're in a wonderful area like Como Lake, for example. It's another planet. It's an amazing area. I don't tell you about the area where I was born, that is Friuli-Venezia Giulia, that is close to the borders of Austria and Slovenia. So there, for example, in 1 hour by car, you can be in Austria, you can be in Slovenia, you can be in Croatia, you can be in Venice to visit Thomas. So just 1 hour by car. And in 20 minutes, you can be in the sea area, but you can be even the area where they produce the best white wines in the world. So amazing what you can do just with 30 minutes, 1 hour by car. So we have the 4 main cities in Italy that are well known in all the world. It is Milan, Rome, Florence, and Venice, that are typical places for tourists where there are a lot of museums, especially Florence, Venice, and Rome. And so for culture are absolutely amazing. And other areas where really is perfect for leisure, to taste what is to be an Italian citizen. That is Como Lake, Tuscany, Cortina d'Ampezzo is in the mountains, very, very nice, in the area of Dolomiti, Sardinia, where I am now. So amazing island that really here you can live all the year, for example, because it's amazing. So, and here really in these areas you really appreciate what is the typical living of the Italian people. So tasting wine, the aperitifs, the ritual of the coffee. So you understand really what is Italy when you just you go a little bit outside from the cities, of course, because cities always cities international, a lot of tourists and everything. So we have 55 hosts of UNESCO that are protected, absolutely. That's it. I think we are the first, or anyway one of the top 3 in the world, protected sites by UNESCO. And another point is that in Italy, from north to south, we have an average of 2,500 hours of sunshine each year. So normally in Euro is 1,500 hours. So you understand that how much you are under the sun all the year, and how is all this creates benefits for our health. So why Italians are happy? Because we have the sun most time of the year. So that's and we live really. We say that Italy is a museum under an open sky. Okay, under the sky we have a museum. So that Italians, I think, really they don't understand. Part of Italians, not all, understand how we are lucky to live in an area like this, because we have everything. Okay, and many things maybe they are not so good, but anyway we have everything even in this way. So let's talk about, in my opinion, the 7 great reasons to move to Italy. First, I already said now, is sun and climate. Okay, so we have more than 300 days of sunshine per year. Okay, especially now that climate is changing, we have more than 300, absolutely. Okay, and anyway, we're able to live all the 4 seasons. You know, some countries in the world, especially you, Nathaly, that you travel a lot, you know that some countries, they don't have winter, that they are living always in summer, they're living always in springtime. Okay, here we have this, that we really appreciate all the seasons, okay, that are passing, and so how it's changing the colors of the nature, and how it's changing even the food. What you eat during the winter, you cannot eat during the summer. Absolutely. Food and wine, of course. I think I have not to talk anything else about food and wine. If here, thanks God, is nobody from France, so that's normally we are in competition for wines and cheese. Quality of life. I already spoke about this. So we have our history that is telling the quality of life, and when you walk in the main cities, but anyway everywhere in Italy, you appreciate how everything is going well, is going sometimes really fast, but anyway we have the time to stop and appreciate the coffee, the ham, or the beautiful monuments or the beautiful houses. I'm thinking about the villas on the rivers that are in Veneto. It is not only Venice, very nice in Veneto. I'm talking about like is Rome. Rome is amazing. That living in Rome and working in Rome, you're living in the history. So this is something very, very interesting, and especially then Florence. Okay, that's all the Renaissance that was in Florence, and it's amazing area. So you have the benefit and the good energy of all these things, because the beauty normally is even good energy for us. So the health. In 2018, Bloomberg listed Italy as the 4th nation in the world in modernity of its hospitals and in qualified medical staff. I I think now we are not more in the 4, maybe worse a little bit. But anyway, we have some centers in Italy very, very good and interesting, especially private hospitals are working very well. And especially for very serious illness, sorry, we have a good, absolutely good doctor. Cost of living. So if we compare Italy respect other countries, really is not expensive. So we are cheaper respect UK, respect France, Sweden, and many others. Of course, Japan and so on. But let's stay in the countries that we are with the XP now. So most of the products that we use that are normally are local, and so that this allows us to have a low cost for food and so on, because as I told you, 30 minutes from the main cities, you have the farmers, you have everything, and especially now with internet, even they send you and delivery to your home, absolutely healthy products and so on. So absolutely interesting, even in the cost of living. And then we have 120 airports, 26 airports, and 30 of them are international. So absolutely, you are very well connected with US, but with all the world, because Milan and Rome are really, really well connected. I tell you that, for example, there is a train that is connecting directly Rome-Milan. It's taking only 3 hours. So it is better to take the train to go from Rome to Milan or vice versa than taking a flight, because the flight, you know, has to be there a couple of hours and so on, and all the delays that happen sometimes happen in Italy. So that's we are really well connected. So we are in the center of Europe, and that is very important. Especially, I know people from America that when they come to Europe, they like to travel in all Europe. So absolutely, is good for that. The low cost of real estate, yes, because respect of other countries is not so much expensive. And I don't want to repeat, as I told you, that's just a little bit far away from the main cities, that you can find absolutely cheap. You can find properties with cheap price. And little bit rised in the last years, because we had some special bonus for Italians. If they renovate houses, they rise up the cost, not of the houses, but the cost of renovation. Okay, so that's but anyway, what you can find now are houses perfectly renovated with kind of energy saving energy, and so everything is very, very interesting. Okay, these are the 7 reasons why, in my opinion, in our opinion, in Italy is interesting for foreign clients. Let's talk about the taxes. So how much cost in Italy to buy a property? So normally, if you buy and you don't become a resident in Italy, you have 2 different kinds of taxes. The first is that if you buy from a private vendor, private buyer, private property, you pay 9% of registration tax. But in this case, this registration tax is calculated, as written here in the slide, on the cadastral value. The cadastral value normally it's around 70%, 75% of the really value of the property, of the selling price. Okay, it's not exactly the 9% of the selling price. So then depends the area, but normally it's around that. Some areas is 50%, some areas 90%, but equally is normally an average or is 70-75% plus 50, well, 100 euros, 50 plus 50 cadastral tax and mortgage tax. So these are the taxes that you pay when you buy a property from a private owner. If you buy and you move your residence up to 18 months since you bought your property in Italy, this 9% becomes 2%. And this is very interesting, absolutely. If you buy from a company, so normally it's a new property, you pay 10% of the price of the house. So if the price is 100,000, in this case, you pay the 10%, so VAT of the purchasing value. If it's a luxury property, okay, in this case, you pay 22%. And then you pay more 600 euros, that are 200, 200, 200, that are these three different taxes. So basically are not so much expensive, even the taxes that you need to pay in Italy during the purchasing procedure. Let's talk about two interesting flat tax that are for new residents in Italy. One is for high net worth individuals, so millionaires and billionaires, and the other one are for pensioners, so retired people. Okay, the first one is that if we are billionaires or millionaires and we move our residence in Italy for 10 years, in the moment that we transfer our residence, and because we bought a property, we pay only 200, because it's new this, 200,000 euros per year, like flat tax, about all your income from your activities and everything that you have in countries that are outside from Italy. So if you come from US and you have business in US, in Mexico, in all Americas, and even in Europe generally, okay, and you move your residence in Italy, think that your revenues and your gain is, I don't know, 3 million euro. You pay in Italy only 200,000 per year is a flat tax, and 25,000 for each component of the family of the main owner. Okay, so if I am a father, I pay only 200,000, and all my wife and children, they pay 2,500,000. That is very interesting. Until now, they use this special bonus, 1,000 people, that 1,000 millionaires and billions that they move their residence in Italy. It's very interesting. This think that about, for example, this used a lot. Soccer players, they come to Italy, but they pay the Italian taxes only about the salary that they got in Italy, but all the marketing, everything, the branding, everything, what they sell normally, that companies are outside of Italy, they just pay, in this case, 200,000 euros per year. So for rich people, they want to buy and they want to move to Italy, and they transfer the fiscal residence in Italy. This is very interesting. The last one is that for people that are not billionaires and even millionaires, and they are retired people, so pensioners, foreign pensioners, that they want to transfer their residence in Italy. In this case, they have a flat tax of only 7% for all the income that they produce for pension, everything that they produce in foreign countries, respect Italy. This is law is working only in some regions. So because was this interesting thing for the south of Italy. So if you buy a property in Sicily, in Sardinia, in Campania, Campania means Naples, Basilicata, Abruzzo, Molise, Puglia, this is very famous, and in cities that the population are not exceeding 20,000 inhabitants, okay, you can be one of the beneficiary of this law, this flat tax. So it's very important because this, for example, I think about Sicily, Puglia, or Sardinia, or even Naples. Sardinia, for example, where I live, is an area where the minimum cost of a property is 1 million euro, and the top is 120 million euros. Okay, but just 3 kilometers from here, you have a small village, less than 20,000 inhabitants. Okay, where you can buy a property, but it's not costing 1 million euro. You can buy for 100, 200,000. So that is very important. So that's it. You can live in even luxury area, on an area very important, where but just 20, 30 minutes by car, you can buy cheap properties, and you can benefit of this, for example, of these taxes. So I'm at the end of my presentation. When you have a client who wants to invest in Italy, in my opinion, this is the 4 questions that you have to ask to them. So what you will like to do in Italy? Why you want to go there? Okay. The second, how long you want to stay in Italy? Which are your passions, your hobbies? Okay, you're a fisherman, you're a golf player, you are passionate of culture, you love wines. It doesn't matter. Okay. And if you want to invest, which is your ROI, which is your targeting ROI. So these 4 questions are very important. And after these answers, it's very easy for us to find the perfect location in Italy. We can offer everything. Think in Sicily, you can buy properties for $20,000, $30,000. Nice properties, not, I don't know, 50 square meters flat, but you can buy a house of 100, 200 square meters, for example. Okay, so all of this is very important. Italy, as I said, is almost 8,000 kilometers of sea coast and almost 6,000 of ski slopes. What to say more? So you can do everything that you want. About, and this is the final final slide. It's about, and this is important for referrals. We are here to make business, of course, together. How are the commissions in Italy? So in Italy, we have the right, the Italian agents, they have the right to get the double commission from buyer and from seller. Okay. So from seller, normally we ask, or the average in Italy is from 2 to 5%. And to the buyer, normally you ask from 2 to 4%. This is what we ask normally to sellers and buyers. So you have an average or from 4 to 6% normally that you can get from every transactions that you close. Depends the area, depends many things. So the referral fee normally is 25%, could be 20, could be 30, depends, of course. So this is what normally we do. But as you said, Nathaly, at the beginning, it's a negotiation between colleagues, then, which could be the referral fee. Okay, I think yes, I finish.
Thank you so much. Now we can open it for questions. Appreciate it. That was a very good information. And at this point, we'll stop recording. But if you have any questions, you can open your mic now. And if you see the recording, please post the questions in the comments. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Denis.